Through history, dictators are always smiling. The worst dictators in the world are smiling. They have a wonderful smile. I think they practice before the mirror. And that just hypnotizes the masses from what they're really doing behind the scenes. Don't look at smiles. Don't look at social efficacy. Don't look at how connected they are or how popular they are. Look at this guy up here. He's smiling. And he's cruel. Cruel dictators have the biggest smiles. Don't be sucked in. Human systems and cycles. Cycles keep the systems going. The cycles are love bombing, discard, love bombing, discard. Come here, go away. Come here, go away. Cruelty, kindness. Cruelty, kindness. Intermittent reinforcement. It is the hardest to extinguish. It keeps you roped in. Your self-esteem goes down so much because, like all addictions, you enjoy it less but need it more. That's how it works. You need it more because your self-esteem is going down. So you need it more for reassurance. And then you are stuck. Human systems, cycles keep the systems going. Don't get stuck in cyclicity. Like this. Over closeness, over distance. Come here, go away. You don't want that. You want stability. Even if it's like my husband and I, we each have our rooms. We go on errands together and we come back into our rooms and shut the door. He has his own world in his room. I have my own world in my room. It's all about computers and documentaries or whatever we want. We live separate lives in the same house, but it's a loving companionship. That would be better than like this, addiction to a person. You don't need anybody for entertainment. I am never bored or lonely. I have my own world, but you need the other to protect your privacy. Now that's a marriage of two saints. You both want solitude with God, but you protect each other's solitude and privacy. Because if you're alone, other people will invade it, and you may need people, and it's secondary because they aren't your first choice, but you're on the begging end. I never want to be on the begging end again. This is the best. Watch out for feminists and all liberals. I'll never forget this feminist I knew. She would pick fights with me over things like, oh, you shave your legs. I mean, she would, pick a bone over that I shave my legs. Well, every culture has different traditions for women. Some women have bones going through their ears. Every culture has different. But you see, the feminists get something in their craw, and they want to bitch about it. We were in a car. I couldn't escape her, and she got on this thing that I wasn't supposed to shave my legs, which I don't like the look of women with hairy armpits and hairy. I just don't prefer it. Sorry, I just don't think, but it's no big thing. They pick fights over things that are really not that important, but to them it is because they have an idea. That's the thing with liberalism versus conservatives. Conservatives are just into bone reality. God, family, an orderly household, orderly children. And liberals and feminists are into things that really don't matter. Somebody wrote a book that women shouldn't shave their legs, and they get on a horse about it. They start a revolution about it. Don't get sucked into these things. Stay things that are eternal. Return to the old paths and mind your own business. I was trapped in a car with this feminist, shaving the legs. She took that on as a revolution. I couldn't get away from her. Now I see what men go through in marriages like that. I mean, men are bad, but women are bad. I mean, men stuck with a woman who won't get off of it. Won't get off of it. A permanent grudge. a desire to pick fights. They got it in their head in the 60s and 70s that things should be another way than the way they were. And they got angry about it. They worked themselves up. Don't be trapped in a car with somebody like that. Don't get in a car with anybody. Shots and flip-flops. You're just riding along, everything's okay, and suddenly they pick a fight over things that don't matter. Sting shot, flip-flop, they're close to you, they're love bombing, and then they could care less. They go away. They're reverting to somebody else. That is an unstable environment. Be like a human ethologist. Look at man in his environment, just as a scientist studies an animal in his environment. If your environment is screwed up and mixed up like that with mixed up signals, your maladaptation will be exhaustion and mental illness. This is how people create mental illness in each other. I think it's that liberals being empty like a narcissist. They want so badly to believe in something. And they get hung up on things and cling to them like they matter. They get way off in left field. Just return to the center. Did you order your house? Are your kids okay? Did you feed your pets? Did you pay your bills? Do you love God? Are you pursuing your talents? Return to the center. Don't get way off in left field like that. Clinging to things just because you want to believe in something. Believe in God. He will direct your steps. The Bible calls it presumptuous sins. Getting in your face. Women picking fights with husbands, husbands picking fights with women. Those are presumptuous sins. You're presuming too much. You're getting too close. Be nice. You don't have the right to pick fights with somebody. That's outrageous, about outrageous things. Presumptuous sins. Who do you think you are? Just be nice, have a dignified relationship, and don't presume that you have the right to take over somebody's life. Be careful who you marry. Vet them. Court for a long time. And when you're sure, then you get married. Then you have an orderly household. But don't get into presumptuous sins. Strange silences. All of a sudden they disappear. I thought you loved me. He said he loved me. Oh, I don't know where he is. Where is he? He disappeared. That's the thing that addicts you. The on again, off again thing addicts you. Everybody knows that women who are hard to get, or men who are hard to get, the other loves them more. It's just the human tendency. Instead of going away, they try harder to get that person. Intermittent reinforcement. Boys learn that in junior high locker rooms. Keep them hooked by keeping them confused. Keep them on their toes. Don't give everything up front. People know that. Strange silences. When that happens, see it as part of the machine, the narcissistic machine, and disentrench from the system. Just see it as part of it. And when they ghost you, you ghost back. And then you will get a reaction. They're as beautiful as they are brutal. Look at Irma Grace, a concentration camp guard. The beautiful women in World War II, Nazi Germany, were the most cruel in the camps. They would release dogs on the prisoners. They would whip them to death. They would take an axe and hack them up till death. They would kill pregnant women. Yes, the most beautiful women were the most cruel. Remember that. Smiling dictators. Don't look at looks. You want to be good looking, you want to resemble the spirit That is not some facsimile of a model or somebody on TV, but yourself, your unique looks. But the beauty is so deceiving. It can be brutal. I hope everybody remembers that. This generation is too much into looks. Narcissist can sense you slipping away. He's like a predator with the prey. And that's when he'll do his number. That's when he'll panic. That's when he'll find somebody else to make you jealous. That's when he'll create fights. He might even get violent. He's like an animal in the wild. He can sense it. The narcissist isn't necessarily stupid. He may be very smart. He can sense things because his whole raison d'etre from emptiness is to fill himself out with you, but to keep you dangling at the same time, to keep you hooked. And he can sense it. When you become aware and grounded in yourself, he knows it. That's the biggest threat to him, is your selfhood. Yes, you becoming yourself in your career, or expanding your talents, or expanding your mind, not needing him as much. He senses it in a minute. He's a predator, and you're the prey. Passive-aggressive remarks, double meanings, subtle digs. And you think, what did he mean by that? Did he just insult me? Is he just comparing me to somebody else? Subtle digs. He's so smart. He knows how to get to you. You've got to not get sucked in by blatant things he does, or subtle digs, or passive-aggressive remarks, double meanings, mixed up signals. That's just part of the cobweb he is building. Don't get sucked in. Get ready for him to probe. He'll probe to see if the old devices still work on you. He's going to test and test. It becomes boring as you start to get out and get into your own selfhood. This will all become boring to you. It'll become an irritation, an aggravation, an unnecessary interruption. You will get sick of this child. It will become a childish thing in your life. I long for that in yourself. I know what had happened to me. I just transcended the guy completely. He became irrelevant when he was so important when I was stuck in the system. Now I can hardly remember his name, and that'll be that way for you too. The godly diet is fruit, leaves, nuts, and seeds. Okay, you have your smoothie in the morning with fruit, greens in it, organic greens, and superfoods. Then you can have some nuts at your desk. Let's say you have a desire for something tasty. Well, how about curry dip? You make it with coconut yogurt, olive oil, lemon, ACV, apple cider vinegar that is, curry powder, salt and pepper, and garlic. You can get the right dimensions online for those 7 things. You whisk it up. It's a nice creamy dip, and I like cherry tomatoes dipped in it, or carrots and celery, olives. That's a low-calorie, tasty, wonderful snack or lunch. Very low-calorie cherry tomatoes, and very low-calorie, tasty dip. Another thing I like is sun-dried tomatoes. California sun-dried organic tomatoes I get on Amazon. I get the curry powder on Amazon too. And that's delicious. It's tasty. You know, once in a while you have a taste thing. It's an itch that can't be scratched sometimes unless you get a pizza or go out for tacos, something like that. You don't need to. These are tasty, low-calorie things. So I recommend that. I love my curry dip. You know, curry powder all the spices that go into it are incredibly health-giving. And it's all in one. You can get a great curry powder on Amazon. And the yogurt is from fruit and nut, coconut yogurt. You can use with that. And the olive oil a little bit. Lemon and the ACV balances the bitter of the curry powder. And garlic in there. It's absolutely delicious. And that will scratch the itch. You don't have to go off the wagon. A low-calorie lunch. That works for me. Obstruction is food. You'll get used to the fruit, leaves, nuts, and seeds routine. You'll have your smoothie in the morning, just automatically. It's just what you do. A few nuts at your desk, and there, you're satisfied. You know what to eat later. You have your curry dip or your dried tomatoes, they're filling, it's a taste trip. Or how about some corn tortilla strips? Corn is a fruit, remember, with bean dip, non-fat bean dip. Okay, there you have a little bit of protein. It's something different. You know what to eat when you get hungry. Now you're going to come out of yourself. Now you're going to slim down. Now you're going to look like your spirit should look, not with the false body filled with protuberances. Now you're going to not have to deal with a narcissist. You don't need him or her anymore. You're going to be yourself. Now you'll attract your soulmate.